Hello, welcome agents. It's a pleasure to be speaking with you today. My name is Sean. I'm the corporate trainer here at Circlepix, and this class today is all about keeping it simple, smart solutions. Here at Circlepix, we operate off of three different types of services. The first one, that it all started for our company, is photography. We do professional photography across the country. If you would ever like to have a professional photographer come out and shoot a property for you, give our office a call. The price point starts at around $120, and this is an a la carte service. Our other services that we provide, one of them is PIXsocial. PIXsocial allows us to put automated content on your social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Very exciting program. It is awesome. We'll talk about it in the class today. And PIXmarketing. All of these tools make up your Circlepix account. Now, you may not have all of these services in your account, but by the time you see them today, you're going to want them all if you don't have them. This is our 17th year in business here at Circlepix. We're used by the top names in real estate across the country and Canada. What I love about working here at Circlepix is we're always innovating. We're always making new products. We're always seeking after the newest technology and implementing it into your Circlepix tours, and you'll see that today. As I travel the country and talk to real estate agents, I see how busy you are. With this program, these are the tools that it focuses on. Like I was saying, how busy you guys are, you're out managing transactional details, showing homes, prospecting, and closing deals. With all the technology that's available today that you need to focus on as a realtor, if you did, you would be exhausted. That's where Circlepix comes in. We have found a need for real estate agents, and we fulfill that need. It's all of these tools that you see on your screen here. PIXmarketing automates your marketing so you can do what you do best, and that is sell homes. As we do this overview today, I would encourage you to take some notes. Maybe make a chronological order, because that's what I'm going to do now. What happens first? The very first thing with your Circlepix platform is you put your pictures on the MLS. Once you put your pictures on the MLS, that starts everything. We will build your first property site, your virtual tour, if you will. You put the pictures on the MLS, and this is what we build for you, the property site. And it is full of lead generating tools, new technology, and we'll take a look at some of those things as we go through this. You can see here that you can have an agent clip on your property site. And when people see that agent clip, they remember you. People can schedule a showing right from your property site. It's full of lead generating tools. We have even made a way to attach your social media. So if we're looking at your listing and we click on Facebook, that's going to take us to your Facebook page where we can connect with you. We can go to your Twitter page, YouTube, or Pinterest. Whatever social media you have there, you can connect it to your Circlepix tour. We can even browse all of your different listings by looking at your Circlepix tour. If you have 5 listings, we can look at all 5. There's a mortgage calculator that's built in. People can see what they can qualify for. They can even request more information from you, and we will send you a text message or an email, however you have your communication set up with Circlepix. People can print a brochure right from your property site. The schools are available on the property site. People can look at the public and the private schools, and if they request more information, that sends you a lead. There's even a walk score that's built in now. It tells how car dependent the property is. The local weather is built into your property site. There's mapping tools that are built in. If people put in information, you can get a lead there. And people can jump from one place to another on your property site just by clicking on the section they want to look at. Right now, we're looking at your property site in Spanish. So if people want to switch it over to Spanish, they can. Now, here's some of that new technology I was talking about. Have you ever heard of Matterport? If you have a Matterport property that's been shot by a Matterport photographer, you can add that to your Circlepix tour. We're ready to take that kind of technology. See, you can kind of walk through the home as if you were there. Matterport does a 3D rendering of the property. That's a separate service, though, that you would find and pay for on your own, but it can be added to your Circlepix tour. Videos. If you ever find a video that you like on YouTube or a drone tour, if it's on YouTube, it can be on your Circlepix tour. It helps to sell the lifestyle in the area. Maybe having a YouTube video about the area on your property site. So all of those different technologies can be added to your Circlepix tour. Another tool that I love about the property site is if you have a floor plan. If you have a floor plan, you can scan it into a copy fax machine, and you can add that right to your property site. Or if you take a picture of a floor plan that you have, you can add that to your property site. You just need to upload it into your tour. And I'll show you how to do that. Now, another thing that I want to mention here is if you update information on the MLS, if you update the listing information, or if you update pictures, we're going to rebuild your property site every night. So it will be fresh again. So it's constantly being updated from the MLS. And that's all you have to do. Nothing different than what you used to do, and you're getting this great exposure of this property site. Now, let's move on. What happens next? Maybe write this down. Number 2, you will be receiving this email notification. It's called the TorPosted notification. Now, this email is very important because you've got all these tools for your listing built into this email. We want to make your life easy, right? A one-stop shop. That's what we're all about here at Circlepix. We do so many things. So in the email, you can see that you have phone numbers to your sign writer. You'll learn about that in a minute. You have a short code number that's for your listing. These numbers are for this particular listing. And you have your tour links here that you can use if you wanted to put a tour on Zillow. You could copy that tour link and put it on Zillow. Also here, you have all of these tools that allow you to market your listing. And we'll talk about some of these briefly today. You can send out this great looking electronic postcard right from the email. Send this to the homeowner. They love to see these marketing things that you're doing for them. You can print a flyer from the email. You can even announce an open house. So a lot of agents ask me, what happens when you announce an open house? When people open that property site that I was just showing you, it will say you're invited to an open house. You can print QR codes from the email. You can view and send the homeowner statistics from the email. And you've got your agent gallery. That's your own personal website that we build for you. Other tools that are built into this email, they're called Manage Listing. So if you want to edit listing information, or if you want to download pictures, or if you want to change the way that your property site looks, you can do all of these things right from the email. So you should be looking for this email. Let's say that you put your pictures on the MLS on a Monday. You should receive this email by Wednesday, the TorPosted notification email. If you do not receive this email, please call us here at Circlepix. Let us find out if we're sending the email to the wrong email address. Let us find out if we're sending it to your junk mail, because you want to be notified that your property site has been built, and then you can start working with it. You can even manage your account from the email. You can set up your social media connections, which is so important, and I'll show you that today. So that's what you should be looking for next. Number 1, the property site. Number 2, we send you this email. Now what? Now what does Circlepix do? Agents always ask me, what does Circlepix do next? We give you exposure on your listing. We put your listings on homes.com, realtor.com, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. These are all things that are automated. Keep that in mind. This is so important. All you've done so far is put your pictures on the MLS. That's why this program is so successful. Even if you never log into your Circlepix account, you're getting all of these benefits. Now, let's talk a little bit about exposure, and I can actually show you some demonstrations here. Here's a company's YouTube page. As soon as the listing is built, it goes to your company's YouTube channel. Why is it so important to have a YouTube video of your listing? Your homeowner may ask you, why are you putting my home on YouTube? I thought that was just a place for crazy teenagers trying to swallow a spoonful of cinnamon. Have you seen those videos? They're great. YouTube is a great place to have any kind of content that you want to market. Why is that? Who owns YouTube? Google owns YouTube. So when Google owns something, if you can be a part of their sister websites like YouTube, you can get more exposure on that listing. So that's a great point to bring up in a listing presentation, that you're going to be putting the homeowner's listing on YouTube for them. Here's another example. Here's Facebook. We put listings on Facebook. We put content. Look at all this content on this company's Facebook page. Home values. Here are listings. We put listings on Twitter. This is my Twitter page, an example. My listings go straight to it. And your company, well, it needs to have a Twitter page, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook page where we will put all of your listings, even a blog. Here's my blog that I have Circlepix put listings on for me. And by Circlepix doing all of this marketing for me, it makes me look like a rock star social media person. Really, Circlepix is just posting content and my listings for me automatically. So that is exposure. That's what we do to get your listing out there. Now, there's also custom exposure settings that you can do as well. If you call into Circlepix, we can possibly put your listings on your website automatically or things like that. So that's something that you could look into. This next tool is the lead capture system, and I have to bring it up because we are all about getting leads here at Circlepix. So we invented this tool. All you need to do, you can purchase these signs from Circlepix. You can call in, order a sign. They cost anywhere from $5 to $20, depending on how many signs are ordered. Now, when you put this sign up in the front yard, you just hang up the sign. Your brokerage can have its own phone number if you request it, or we'll send you a sign with a phone number on it if you don't have your own. Now, when people call into your sign from the front yard, right? You hang this up on a sign or you stake it into the ground. When people call the phone number on the sign and enter the extension, they can press number 1 to hear a recorded message or number 2 to receive a text message. I'm not sure if it's in exactly that order. But when they do that, they will listen to information about your property. Our voice talent here at Circlepix records a message for every one of your properties. It's awesome. They sound great. Now, when people call into your sign, here's the magic, the beauty. This is why these signs are so powerful. And I hear so many testimonials on these signs. As soon as someone calls into your sign writer, we send you their phone number and what property they're looking at. Did you know this? 70% of people who use a realtor use the first one that they come into contact with. There's a lot of people out there that have friends and family that are real estate agents, but for those people who don't have that, they use the first one that they come into contact with. That's why these sign writers are so powerful. Your brokerage can request a short code sign writer there. You can choose a keyword for your listing. For example, text realtor to 67299. And that brings up the GPS on people's phone when they're in front of your property. I know agents that have sold, an agent gave me a testimonial. He sold 5 homes in 2015 off of this sign writer. These things work. Give them a try. You can even record your own message on your sign writer. All right, moving on. Statistics. We'll be sending you statistics on a weekly basis. letting you know how many people are looking at the property, where they came from, and I'll teach you how to send that to your homeowner. Now, there are customizations and things that you can set up in your Circlepix account, and we're going to go over those tools. I want to introduce you to your Circlepix account. Now, in some cases, your company will have Circlepix, but you don't have a Circlepix account yet. If you have not had any listings on the MLS, it's possible that you don't have a Circlepix account. Well, if you would like a Circlepix account because you want to start working in it, call us. Let us set you up a Circlepix account so you can get up and running with your social media tools. I mean, there's so many buyer's agents tools now with the Circlepix platform. You will log in at Circlepix, Circlepix.com. You will log in the top right corner. Now, most of the time, your username is the email address that you use with your company, and the password is 1234. But if you need help logging in, by all means, call us. The phone number's on our website, and I'll give you the phone number at the end of the class. Now, once you log into your Circlepix account, I just want to do a quick overview of your Circlepix account, just to get you familiarized with it. You have managing your account right here on the left, agent setup, account automation, edit notification prefs. Do you want to change your username and password? Those kind of things can be done right over here. I'm highlighting that area. Okay, now in the center of the screen, this is where you can select a property, right? Do you see that? You can select a posted listing. That means a listing that is currently active on the MLS. What would an inactive listing be? That would be a listing that you've sold or that is under contract. It is inactive in your Circlepix account. Now, you can select an inactive listing and look at them, and you can even reactivate them and mark them as sold. I would encourage you to do that when you sell a listing, because we'll still host it for you for free. It's like residual income, but residual marketing. It's free marketing because you mark it as sold, and we'll still host it for you. And then you've got your posted listings. What we're going to do now is we're just going to select one of my properties. So we click on the drop-down menu, and then we select a listing. And you're going to see some of the same kind of things that you see in that email that we send to you. Here's my listing. The phone numbers are at the top. If we click on the link, it opens up the property site. We've got all the property information there. Let's close that and go back to the account. Then we've got an agent gallery link. For every one of you, we build you your own personal website. This is it. It'll have your listings on it. It'll have your company colors on it. It'll have your social media on it. You know, all of those things are built. It's all free. All you've had to do so far is put your pictures on the MLS, and all of this happens. You don't have to do anything else. It's all here. You've got this flyer link that you can click on right there under Auto Flyer. And all we did to get there is select one of my properties. Now, when you select a property, you've also got the tools on the left, some marketing tools that we'll get into in a few minutes. But this next 10, 15 minutes of the class is the most important. It's your social media setup in your Circlepix account. If you don't have a Facebook page yet, build a Facebook page for sure. This is where the future is going of getting contacts and doubling your business. You know, as realtors, you have chose a career where you make friends and you keep friends. I call you professional friendship makers and keepers, and it's a great career. You know, you're nourishing these relationships as you go on and developing them, and people bring you business. It's how you survive, right? But we're just here to help you do the online building of friendships, keeping friendships, nourishing friendships, and helping people get information about real estate that they need on your social media sites. And it's automated. So That's what I've noticed. You guys don't have the time to run all of your social media business that needs to be run, and that's what Circlepix helps with. And it's all about this setup wizard and PIXsocial Setup that we're going to go into now. So once you log into your Circlepix account, you're going to want to click on this right here. Maybe make a note of this. This is your homework from my class. It's called the Agent Setup. Let's take a look at this. So, Agent Setup. Now, I'm showing you that I have Facebook open, Twitter is open, and LinkedIn is open. Do you see those tabs up there? If you have all those accounts, open them. It'll make this setup go a lot smoother, right? Now, the very first part of the agent setup is your agent information. Now, all of this information is pulled from the MLS, so make sure it's all correct. Now, do you see this next part down here? It's called social media. We've got Facebook URL. If you know how to copy and paste, you can do all of these things that I'll show you today. You're going to want to put your Facebook URL right here. If you have a Twitter URL right here. For those of you that may be internet challenged, I'm going to show you how to do this, right? Because there's no shame in learning this information. You just haven't learned it yet, so I'm going to teach you how to copy and paste, and we're going to put my Facebook URL right here. Let's jump over here, and so, for example, here's my blog, right? Fake Realtor blog. This is my blog. Here's my URL to my blog. I would want to copy that, so I'm just going to right-click on it, copy it, then go over here to my Circlepix account, and I'm going to put my blog URL right here. And I'm going to go grab my Facebook URL. If I was at my Facebook page here, let's go to my Facebook page. If I was at my Facebook page, I would grab this URL right here. Do you see that? I would right-click on the URL, copy it, go back over here, and put my Facebook URL right here. Do you know what that does? When we're looking at your listings, we could click on, do you see Facebook right there? If we click on Facebook, it'll take us to my Facebook page. By the way, this is another one of our tour looks, and you may have this tour look. But I would encourage you, if you have this tour look, it's a great one, but I would switch over to this tour look. You know, your company most likely has this one right here. It's a better way for people to look at your listing. But back to the topic, what I'm teaching you. You want your social media to appear right here. So like I said, if we're visiting your virtual tour, we can go to your Facebook page just by clicking on Facebook, and it takes us to Facebook. Excellent. So that's what happens if you put your social media URLs right here. This does not have to do with anything about your listings posting. This just allows us to look at your social media, and you want that because you want to increase social media attendance. You want to increase people going to your social media. Now, just make sure your information is correct because it goes everywhere. Once you've got that done, you're going to want to click Next. Now, enter your agent biography. Do a little write-up about yourself so we can read about you when we're looking at your listings. And by all means, I encourage you to put in an agent video clip. Now, we've created a way for you to do this with the Circlepix app, and I'll show that to you. So there's no excuses not to have a video on your Circlepix listings, because when you have a video on your listings, people connect with you, and agents have told me this all across the country, they will remember you. So make sure that you get an agent clip on your property sites. You know that you can even put a YouTube. If you have a video on YouTube of yourself, put your YouTube URL right there. So that's another way to put a video in there. I'll show you how to use the app in a few minutes. Now, also, this is one of the most important about this section. Make sure we have a headshot of you on your listings. You'll have to upload your headshot in the setup wizard. Okay? Now remember, we got to this section by doing the agent setup. Very simple, and we're just following instructions and clicking on buttons. You won't have to worry about putting in a logo, but you can put in a different logo if you wanted to in that section. Now, this part of the setup wizard right here, this is where you're going to connect your social media. We want to put your personal listings on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Blogger. If I was using you as an agent, I would Google you and see what you do. And if I Google you and you don't have any of these kind of things set up, I'm not going to find much about you online. But if you have these things set up, people are going to see, this agent, they market themselves on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Blogger. But the thing is, you only have to set this up once, and we do all of the work for you. And it's not hard to set up. Yes, you do need to have a Facebook page. You do need to have a Twitter page. You don't need to tweet out your whole life. Some people get on the Twitter and they say, I just took the kitty out for a potty. It was a great experience. You don't need to tweet those kind of things in your business. We'll do the tweeting for you. We'll tweet out content for you. Check this out. Here's an example of some content. We tweet out holiday greetings for you. We tweet out articles for you on Twitter. So articles that people can read about. Here's an article that you'd find on Twitter. An article like this, all about budgets. We tweet articles like that on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. But I don't want you to get confused. I don't want to take away from this part right here. What we're focusing on here is your listings in the agent setup. So all you have to do to make your listings appear on Facebook is this right here. Click Connect. Make sure that you are the last person logged into Facebook on your computer, because if someone else used Facebook, we would log into their Facebook account. So you want to make that sure that's all correct right there. You can connect. You can choose your business page, like I'm showing you here. You can connect Circlepix to your business page. So we'll share only listings to your business page or your personal page. And your broker can even post content on your behalf. Twitter, same thing. All you have to do is click Connect. And like I said, if you're not one of those people that tweets out their life about the kitty going potty, now you have a reason to build yourself a Twitter page. Build yourself a Twitter page, and we can start posting your listings right to your Twitter page. We'll post your listings right to LinkedIn. We already do this on your company websites. Right? I showed you some company websites. And if your company, they should have a Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn page, YouTube, your company will have a YouTube page, and we'll put your listings on your company's pages. But we want to make sure that we put them on your own pages so you can be a rock star social media person. It's going to help increase your business, right? And you tell us how often you want us to post to these websites, like Facebook. How often do you want us to post there? You can choose. Do you want us to post weekly, bi-weekly? For you, I recommend posting your listings at least once a week to your business page. Twitter, I recommend posting your listings at least once, if not more. So that's all there is to it, my friends. All you have to do is click Connect. Now, the one thing that you may run into a problem with is having your listings expire. If you ever see here, if you ever look at Facebook and you're like, oh man, my listings aren't showing up on Facebook and I've set it up. What can happen is your token will expire. It'll say token expired right here. I think we'll see it later in the class. But if your token ever expires, what you'll want to do is disconnect your Facebook and reconnect your Facebook, and then it will be back in business. Okay, so that's one thing that can happen. Now, this next part of the setup wizard, your mobile tour, the sign writer. If you want to record your own voice message on your sign writer, you can. You'll just read these instructions. You'll need to have a PIN when you call into your sign writer. I think you dial the phone number on the sign writer, press pound, enter your PIN and your extension, and then you can record your own message on your sign writer. This is beautiful, right? Okay, continuing on. And all you've done so far is put your pictures on the MLS, and then you're going through the agent setup wizard. You only have to do this agent setup wizard once. With the exception of your token expiring, you'll have to go back and renew that. But you don't have to monitor this or take care of this. It'll take you 20 minutes at the most to set these things up. If you need to get a picture, write up a little biography. This is your communication. How do you want Circlepix to notify you about different events? Do you want us to send you an email? Do you want us to send you a text message? This is your communication. If you work with a team, you can enter different team members' emails here or cell phone numbers there. When do you want to receive statistics from Circlepix on your listings? We can send statistics weekly, monthly. Include my previously posted listings, and then click next. And then that's your homework, my friends. That is the agent setup wizard. Okay? And once again, just a little bit of a refresher. We got here by logging into your Circlepix account and clicking on agent setup right there. That will start this whole setup procedure. Okay, I would go through that. Now, let's talk about PIXsocial. I keep kind of hinting to it, the articles and things that you're seeing on people's pages. This is how PIXsocial works. We provide fresh content to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We'll put articles there. It'll look like you're posting this great content that people want to read. And we also post listings to your social media. Not your listings, but other agents' listings from within the brokerage. We will put their listings on your Facebook page, and you represent their listing. You're helping other agents sell their listings, and it's giving you some inventory if you don't have any right now. You already do this as an agent. You help sell other agents' listings. Now we're just making it more bountiful. We're giving listings to your social media sites. These are buyers' agents' tools, and it all comes down to more leads. Let's look at practical demonstration here so we know how this thing works, so you can see it. All right, so this is my example. We're looking at Robert's Facebook page. Robert is a realtor, and he's a brand new realtor. In fact, he does not have any listings of his own yet, but he does have a lot of Facebook friends. He has a lot of friends on social media. Now, as we look at his Facebook page, we scroll down, we see a listing here. It says, see what this home has to offer. Contact me for a showing today. So we're like, I click on the listing. Oh, maybe Robert does have a listing. So we look at the listing. It has all of the information there about the property. It has pictures and mapping tools. And we're like, great, I need to look at this house. So we call Robert and we ask him about this listing. But really, it's not his listing. It's a listing from another agent within his brokerage. So that is called marketplace listings. It's the first part of PIXsocial, and this is brilliant. Now, the next part of PIXsocial is this, articles. We will put articles on your Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn page, and you get to choose the topics of the articles. And these articles are interesting. And the thing that's killer about these articles is that you are branded at the top of the page. We can see Robert's picture. And what sets us apart from other companies that do this? Well, it's our price point. But the other thing that sets us apart is this lead generating tool up here. You see, when people click on find out what it's worth, that lets the person put their address in there, and that will send a lead to Robert. So they put in their home address, they click get my home value. We send an email to Robert saying, hey, this person wants to know the value of their home. Robert run comps on the property. He calls the people back, and maybe he's going to become their agent. Remember, 70% of people who use a realtor use the first one they come into contact with. This is a number one of those sharp tools to help you do that. Now, here's the nitty-gritty on PIXsocial. Here's the details. When you have PIXsocial, we will give you up to four articles a week placed on your Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Now, agents ask, are people going to have the same articles as Jim over here in my office? No. We've got 70,000 different variations of articles, and I'm going to teach you how that works. You're going to put in the place where you work when you do that. Now, also listings from within your brokerage can also be shared, and we're going to go over the setup right now. This is how you set up your PIXsocial in your Circlepix account. You're going to log in at circlepix.com. This, my friends, I'm sorry, this is part 2 of your homework. If you have PIXsocial as part of your account, this is how you'll want to set that up. You'll log in at circlepix.com, right there in the top right corner. Once you log in to your Circlepix account, right here on the left-hand side, we've already done the agent setup, and that will help us when we're doing this setup. It finishes part of it. So we're going to click on this right here. Do you see I have social media highlighted? To set up PIXsocial, click on social media. Then it shows you, hey, this is your new social media dashboard. You can close that. And then what you're going to do here is it's very simple. You're just reading and clicking on buttons. Get started. Now, the first thing that you'll have to do is like Circlepix on Facebook. So we click OK. And then here, this will already be done. If you've gone through the agent setup wizard, it will be done. But if not, just click connect. Click connect on Twitter, authorize the app, click connect on LinkedIn. Now, remember I told you about the token expiring? This is where it will say token expiring. Sometimes it will say token expired, and that means we're not posting for you because Facebook has done a security measure. They want to make sure that this is legit. So you will disconnect it, and you will reconnect it, and then your token will never expire. It will say that. So yes, make sure these boxes are checked, and then click continue. Then remember I told you about that algorithm we do so no one gets the same articles? You need to put in the area where you work so no one gets the same kind of content. Then click next. Now this next part is your content that we put on your social media sites. So tell us where you want us to post the articles and tell us on what days. When you click on a day, when a day is green, that means you're getting articles that day. So set that up. Also, remember the topics? Make sure you check mark all the topics that you want us to share to you. You have to click on at least 10. Do you know what the number 1 topic is on social media? Food. People like to read about food and recipes and stuff on social media. An agent, I was just in a meeting the other day, and an agent said, well, I want to post only real estate to my social media. You don't want to do that. You want to have a broad range of interesting topics that people will. What we really want to do is try to get that lead, right? And we want to try to post interesting things that people want to read on your social media. So yes, of course, some real estate, but all these other topics as well. And here's how you set up the holiday post. Remember we saw those holiday posts on that company's Twitter page? Yeah, we'll do holiday posts for you also. These are also extremely popular. So choose your holiday post that you want to do. We've got religious, non-religious. It's all right there. Then make sure once again that you've got the cities in there that you want to be working in. If you don't want to work in Springville, Utah, get rid of it. Just click on the little X. Now, this is just a review. These are your listings. And all we're doing here, people, is we're just clicking continue at the bottom, and it's taking us to the next section here. So these are your personal listings right here. Just make sure that it's set up, weekly, once, however you want. Now, the next part of the setup are marketplace listings. These are listings from within your brokerage that will be shared once a day, one listing a day, to your social media sites. Once again, you just check mark the social media sites. I just have these unchecked so you could see the difference between the two. But I would definitely check mark my Facebook, and I would click on the day that I want to post. All right, so these are all green. I've check marked those days. Now, put in the dollar amount. If you don't want any listings under $250,000, you can put $250,000 there. If you want to look at all the areas where we're going to pull listings from, you have all the listing areas right there. You can specify what cities you want listings to come from and click continue. You're done with the setup of PIXsocial. Now, you can always go back and you can look at this posting calendar. It'll give you that information. You can add or modify connections. You've got this toolbox down here to do specialty things in. All of it's right there. It'll even start to give you data on how many people like articles that you've posted. And you can always go in here and edit settings. Nothing is set in stone, but once you set it up, you don't have to set it up anymore. It's all right in there. Now, I know we're going through slides fairly quickly here. It's because I have other classes that teach this information in detail. So we even put your listings on Pinterest. If you want to go into your account and pin them to Pinterest, you can. All of those tools make marketing easy. Now, we talked about your homework. We talked about those setup wizards. If you have PIXsocial and you don't set those things up, nothing will happen. You've got to set those tools up to make sure we post for you. But it is a brilliant service. Now, once those things are done, everything in your account is automated. Just continue. Put your pictures on the MLS. We'll post everything to Facebook. We'll post content to Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. We'll post your listings everywhere. It's a great service, a time saver, and it makes you look like a rock star. But now, there are other tools in your Circlepix account that are amazing, like this batch texting tool. Anytime you want, you can log into your Circlepix account, you can select a listing, and once you select a listing, over on the left-hand side, I want to point this out. We won't have a lot of time to get into this in this class today, but once you select a listing, see over here on the left-hand side, see all of these tools over here? Printable flyer. You can build your own flyers. You can announce an open house. You can post your tour to Craigslist. You can do batch texting. With batch texting, you can send out mass text messages to people. You've got tools such as online lead generation. And I love this service of batch texting. You can put in, your own text message right here that you want to send to clients. Maybe something like, you're invited to attend an open house on Saturday at 2 o'clock. You put in your text message. You can come down here and select your leads. And then you can send out this text message to all of your clients. And agents always ask, well, how do I put leads in the system? You can add leads one at a time, or you can add leads from a file. Do you see this right down here? Import leads from a file. You can export leads, and then you can use that service of text messaging. You have e-postcards in your account. You can build a great looking email announcement to send out in an e-postcard. It's very simple. It's all of these tools are right over here under Market Your Listing. Email e-postcard. You can build a great looking postcard here. You put in your people you want to send the postcard to, or a lot of agents will send the postcard to themselves, and then they'll forward it on from that point. I just want to show you what this e-postcard looks like once it's done. Here, we're looking at the e-postcard right here. And when people open this email from you, they don't have to click on a link. It just starts showing the e-postcard. It starts changing through the pictures. It's an amazing tool. Statistics. Anytime you want to you can print them, but anytime you want to send statistics to a homeowner, all you've got to do is log into your account, select the listing, click on View Tour Stats, and you've got it right there. It is an awesome tool. Now, we're going through the statistics here. You can put your homeowner's email address at the top. Do you see that there where you can write in your homeowner's email address? You can write it in right there. And then click send, and that will send your homeowner statistics of your property. If they don't have a computer, you can do a printable version right there. Just in case. So statistics. How can you talk about them? You can say to the homeowner, for example, maybe you've had this home online, you've been trying to sell it for 2 months, and you notice in the statistics that a lot of people are looking at it. You can talk to the homeowner and say, hey, we're getting a lot of views on your property. It might be time to reduce the cost of the property. So you can use statistics however you want. If you want to build and print your own flyer, same thing. All you've got to do is select the listing, and then over on the left, build printable flyer. Here, let me show you where you can click on build printable flyer. Right there. You just click on that and build it. And then you've got it. You just go through, choose your design of your flyer, choose the pictures in the order that you like, put the text. We'll already put the text there for you. You can change it if you want, but you've got this great looking flyer that you just designed totally the way that you want it. That's just another tool. And QR codes. QR codes are another tool that you have in your account. Anytime you want to print QR codes, that's right, you have to select a listing first. So select the property, and then over on the left-hand side, it says Manage QR Codes. Right there, you'll click on Manage QR Codes, and you have access to do all of that right there. Even if you want to select a QR code that can help you get a lead, or if you want to type in your own website, you can do that right there. All those tools are available. QR codes. I was out looking at listings. Here's a quick story. I was out looking at listings with my family, and I pull up next to a listing, and my daughter Megan says, "Dad, can I run up there and grab a flyer?" So she runs up there to grab a flyer, and you got it, right? There's no flyers there. So she says, "There's a QR code here." So we scan it, and we've got all the information about the property. You can print those QR codes for free right there in your Circlepix account. Those are some of your Circlepix tools, the most important ones that we have time to go over in this class. Now, when you go into a listing presentation, we have a solution that can help you with the listing presentation, right? Because I just introduced you to all of these tools. How can you organize that and talk about that in your listing presentation? We have this listing presentation flyer that you can print right here in your account. Well, let me back this up and show you right there. Presentation flyer. So you can click on that and you can print a listing presentation. You can go into your presentation with this and say, these are the things that I'm going to help you with. These are the things that are going to allow me to sell your house for the most amount of money in the quickest amount of time. And it's a great flyer. You design it. You can have Kinko's print it, or someone that can print it really well. So it's on maybe a heavy-duty paper, and print a few of them, because you only need to print 20 of them, and that'll last you for those listing presentations, and then you print more. But it takes people on a little journey of your marketing platform. It does not say anything about Circlepix on this. It's all about you and what you're doing for your client. And that's a great tool, and I love it. But this is something that I love even more. The Circlepix app. The Circlepix app is free for you. You can find it in the Google Play Marketplace, or you can find it in the Apple App Store. Install it on your iPhone. Here it is on my iPhone. Or install it on your tablet. When you have the Circlepix app, this is what you can do with it. Well, you need to log in with your username and password to Circlepix, your credentials. If you don't know those, you can call us. Now, what you can do with the app, you can create a listing presentation, which I love. I'll show it to you. You can record a video at your property. You can go to your property, record a video of a beautiful sunset, or the ocean, or the new lawn that just got put in, or something special. You could do a video walkthrough, and you can click send from the app, and you can send that video right to your Circlepix tour. So your Circlepix tour would now have video on it. That's awesome. You can even record a video clip of yourself. It's called the agent clip. So record a nice video of yourself in your office in a chair or something, just talking about yourself and what sets you apart as an agent. And you can hit send in the app, and that video will be on all of your Circlepix tours. Remember I told you I was going to show you that in the app? There it is. Now, creating a listing presentation is one of my favorite things because it looks so great in a listing presentation. So you can click on this little movie screen up here to create the presentation. You click on that. Let's say that you're selling Bill's Home. You type in Bill's Home. And then you go over marketing materials. What marketing materials are you going to use from Circlepix? Well, maybe you're not into QR codes yet. Maybe you don't use them, so you turn it off. They're not going to be part of your presentation. Maybe you don't use DVDs, so you turn that off. Just let us know what you're not going to use. And then, what exposure tools are you going to use? Maybe you don't have a blog, so you would turn off Blogger. And continue. Communication. And once you build this listing presentation, it has recorded a presentation for you that has video narration on it. Or you could narrate it yourself. You get to choose that with narration right here, if you want narration. And then, once you've created the listing presentation, like this one that says Sean's, you can swipe it and you can share it in an email with the homeowner where you're going to do the listing presentation. You can edit it or delete it. But this is what it looks like once it's finished. It says, "Thank you for considering me as your real estate agent. As your realtor, I am going to provide you with marketing materials, exposure, lead generation, and communication. And this is how I'm going to do it. First, marketing materials. I'm going to provide photography for you. I'm going to build you a property site. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I'm going to have a QR code out in front. I'm going to use these sign writers so we always have information in front of your property. I'm going to build professional flyers for you. I'm going to do exposure. I'm going to get your listing out there where people can see it. I'm going to put it on YouTube, personal websites, company websites. It's going to be on my blog. Your listing is going to be on other agents' social media pages within my brokerage. If you have PIXsocial. I mean, this is killer. It is awesome. And you could keep going through it. It has I would build yourself a listing presentation, a practice one. I'm going to do communication for you, statistics. I'm going to send out these e-postcards. I'm going to use batch texting. When the homeowner sees all those tools that you provide, sorry, I realize I'm getting a little excited. I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm still excited about it. We've got you covered. These are all the things that we do for you. If you need help, please call us. We've got your back here at Circlepix. We want to help you. Our customer care agents are courteous. They're kind. You have a special admin that can help your brokerage. Call in if you want to talk to customer service about anything. Building a blog, setting up a Facebook business page. That's our phone number right there. 877-390-6630. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And if you want to get further education, you can come over here and you can go to Circlepix.com. Circlepix.com, and our phone number is there as well. I know because some of you are like, go back to the phone number. Here it is right here. 877-390-6630. That's our main website right here. That's where you log into your account. Now, as I scroll down to the bottom of the page, there are these attend a training videos. So if you want to just learn about PIXsocial, or if you just want to learn about lead management or social networking, or you want to take this class again, you can click on this first one. This is this class that you just had right now. We appreciate your business here at Circlepix. I hope that I've shed some light on your Circlepix platform and shown you what it can do today. And remember, if all you're going to do is put your pictures on the MLS and do nothing else, you're still going to get that great virtual tour built. It's going to go on YouTube. It's going to go on your company social media pages. So even if you don't do anything at all, you're getting great benefits. But if you leverage these tools and log into your account, you're going to look like a social media rock star, and we're going to do all those other things for you. And don't forget about the tools that I showed you today as well. Thanks for being here. Please call us if you have questions. Have a great day.